I'm going to teach you guys how I made $700 in just this one trade. And this was like a 4 or 5 minute trade. It was pretty easy trading options with Robinhood. And the point of this strategy is to sell at those premiums. So this strategy is very, very simple and very, very easy. With this, realistically, all you really need is your support, resistance, and volume. So we can get rid of the VWAP because we're technically not using the VWAP right now. So the way you find your support is coming on a 15 minute, right? And then you find where the candles are closing at. I don't mark support and resistance on the wicks. I normally just mark them on the closings. So that's exactly what I did to get this level right here, this level right here, this level right here, and this level right here. The support is always going to be the floor, and the resistance is the roof. That's how I remember it. The floor and the roof. Support, floor, resistance, roof. So you want to find these levels because these levels are very important because this is where um fear of missing out comes in, which is plays a big role into the stock market in general. So basically, if price does a reverse at 593.18, there's a high chance that it's going to do it again. So that's the psychology behind support and resistance. Now, this is where my strategy comes in. At these levels, we want to see smart money come in. So basically, that's like high volume going to those support and resistance levels, and the volume is starting to pick up. Like, for example, when we come over here, we just started getting high volume. Even right here, I would say, like right here, this was a test the support. It didn't close, but the next candle it did close, and the volume started picking up. Once the volume started picking up, you can tell like, hey, this is a confirmed buy. So I waited until price come down to my levels, and it broke with high volume. The next candle didn't have high volume, but we was in profit on this next candle. The way that I had my confirmation was seeing this volume before it and not the volume after. It could have played out wrong because I did that, but seeing the high volume follow it made me very confident in a trade. So I had a tight stop loss. I just had it above this candle. I was like, okay, we should keep on moving with this trend. And I put my TP down $1. And since you're aiming for $1 in under like 4 to 5 minutes, no matter how you look at it, the premiums are going to be more expensive than the contract is going to be worth more than what it really is, just because the premiums is going to boost it up because the price is moving in our direction. So as soon as price closed, I bought some puts, and then immediately I was up like 30%, 20%. Then it wiped it away. Price started going a little bit above my order, but it quickly dropped, and with this candle, it dropped even more. So I was able to sell $1 down, which was 60%, which was a good trade. And I did this all in a Discord live. The Discord knew what we was looking for. I actually did another trade. Um, Do you look at two strategies at the same time, like support and resistance and VWAP strategy? It's more so it's like I would say a strategy is knowing how the market is moving and predicting what it's gonna do in the future. It's like once you know something, it's hard to like miss it. So it's like I actually explain this VWAP strategy right now. So the Discord did another trade, right? And this was a way more profitable trade, and had way more upside. So let me go on. Where is it? So this was an exclusive trade. So we're gonna go to the long position, which was around here. Have your stop loss, didn't sell, and then selling at this VWAP. So here go another trade. For example, it was with QQQ. Same psychology behind it. Well, same but different. With this, they bought on another trader bought on the downside, expecting that price would go back up with QQQ. Now, what's pretty good at with this trade is the time that they bought. The time that they bought was a pretty good time because if they're gonna be holding for more than an hour, no matter how you look at it, 9:34 to 10:34, you would have been in profit because they're buying at the end of an hour candle. The point is buying at the end of an hour candle or the start of an hour candle so you can experience the whole candle. So like on a 1 hour chart, this is gonna look pretty skinny but pretty profitable. Basically buying, yeah, look at this. You can barely see it. What I'm gonna do is like zoom this out so you can see it better. So basically buying at this wick and then selling above the wick. Unfortunately, they didn't hold. They just sold at 70% profit. But it was still a good trade. Looking at the charts, it's funny because when he bought puts, when he bought put no calls, I actually bought some puts because I was basically getting the liquidation down here, and then boom, somebody bought those puts at $200 per contract, which was the worst part to buy the cons, but you're selling it off to them. You get what I'm saying? So um, that's how I personally looked at it, and I looked at what's more profitable for me. It's the volume strategy. For the other trader, is going to be the using more of the VWAP. So that's why I personally put my money into the volume strategy. It's my core strategy, and I like the win rate with it. Let me see if you guys have any new questions. Do you guys have any questions with the support and resistance and volume? It's pretty, it's not too difficult if you know what you're looking for. All I was looking for is this volume hitting these levels. And once I see these volume hit these levels and it give us a break and it doesn't in the next candle it doesn't even break above, that's confirmation right there that sellers are pushing it below that level. And then your TP can be down $1. Or if it's not down $1 to the next level. That's exactly how I put my TPs and my stop losses. I put them tight because if it's trend, we're trading with trend, it shouldn't go above our stop loss. But that's exactly what we did to get in this trade. Like, yeah, on a 1 minute, 5 minute, it caused a lot of liquidation. For anybody who bought puts down here was on the wrong side of, oh, shoot. Anyone who bought puts down here was on the wrong side of the road. Like, for example, if you bought puts down here, that's would have probably been the worst part to buy puts. But retail buys anything. So that's how I feel pretty comfortable with my positions. Because at the end of the day, retail would buy it. It's like an emotion. It's fear of missing out. They see that it's crashing and they're gonna think that it's gonna keep on going more down and down. So you want to sell at these, like, these are some good places to buy. We could have bought calls, but then again, the community auto trader already bought calls. So it's like we was gonna be making money from both sides, which was pretty valid. Like the VWAP strategy, it's so easy to use VWAP if you're a beginner. It's just you gotta look for those levels and make sure it's at the end. Make sure it's at the end of a 30-minute, well, 1 hour candle, because it's more better to be, um, let's just say, a candle like this instead of a candle like this. And you see, once it come, like every time it come out of these VWAP levels, it always correct itself somehow. So it's like then you're in our candles. It's like you see that this is overbought. If you wanted to buy some puts, this was a whole hour right here. And then if you wanted to buy some calls at the end of this hour, this was a 526 to 528 trade. That's like damn near 100% right there. So it's just more so like using the VWAP, looking at it, seeing the levels, seeing if it's overbought or oversold, and identifying those levels. Because once you're able to identify those levels and see it and believe what you're seeing, you'll make a lot of money. Like a lot of people don't take trades because they don't feel confident in their trades or confident in their strategy. But it's like if you just keep on seeing it over and over and over, whenever I see price break through the support with high volume and it doesn't close above or doesn't go above at all, and every above is a wick, it just gives me like, hey, this is going to fall down, and I'm comfortable believing it so much that I put my money into it, and then it does what I think it's gonna do. I don't try to think the next 2 to 7 like days. I just try to think about, hey, the market is acting like this. I know emotion's going to get the best of it. More sellers are going to scalp right over here. Or if there was a support more down within a day, we would have hit that next support. So that's why it's always best to just put a dollar down from the support that is breaking. Let me see. I want to see if there's any new questions. Any new questions at all? I hope you guys understand this so when y'all see the trade appear next time, you guys can just take the trade and then boom, you guys make money. No, you explained it perfectly. All right. Well, I guess that's it. If you have any questions, you can comment below or leave a subscribe. Subscribe to the channel and just get more information about the market. You're gonna learn something new every video. Definitely if you're in the live and asking questions. So, um, yeah, that's basically it. Peace out, guys.